Hey, what's going on, guys? Big Rove here, and welcome to this quick guide. I want to make a short video about how to make Ultracompost. First of all, you have to know the locations where you can make Ultracompost, and they're on the screen. Catherby, Falador, Corend, Mauritania, RD, and Farming Guild, and all of them are by herb patches. So you can do this on your herb runs. The only special thing to note is that the Farming Guild compost bin actually holds double and therefore makes double, which is really convenient, and it has two patches right next to it. So that's probably the best one if you're going for as much Ultracompost as fast as you can. There are several things that you can use to fill up a compost bin to get Ultracompost, most notable of which are pineapple and watermelon, and the rest of these are good to know. And there's actually some more. You can use higher level herbs and higher level tree roots, as well as calquats and white lilies, but these are the most notable ones, and the most notable two are pineapple and watermelon, because you can buy pineapple from charters and you can use watermelon seeds. I most suggest using watermelon seeds, but if you need to, you can buy pineapples at charters during the early game to help speed up your process. One more kind of notable way to get super compost is through the Tithe Farm minigame. It's very slow, but if you're doing the Tithe Farm minigame anyway, and it leaves you with an excess of points, it can be used to buy super compost, which lets you bypass making some. And now for the process of actually making the compost. If you are using anything besides grown watermelon, you will take 15 of them and put them in, and then close the compost bin, and it'll take 80 minutes, or the length of an herb to grow, so it works on the herb cycle. But if you have grown watermelon, you can abuse a bug that is known about in the game. Oh, well, I can't do it with that one, but if you take one watermelon, and as long as you have 3 inventory spots this work, you can press a harvested watermelon and click the watermelon into the bin, and if your computer doesn't lag because you're recording, this is what it will do, and it will allow you to dig at the same time that you put the compost in. Now, it'll do this until it's full, and then if you have one watermelon, and assuming you didn't mess up, then you will end with one watermelon. So you can count how many you put in, and then dig to stop the sequence so that, and I say dig because clicking away doesn't work, so if you can dig to stop the sequence so that you don't waste that one extra watermelon. But if you have plenty of watermelon seeds like I do, you just fill it up and then close the compost bin. And that's a fun bug abuse way that the JMods know about and are fine with. That's a fun way to fill it up even with really low inventory. And it's very helpful to know on an ultimate. And last but not least, to take advantage of your made compost, there are two methods. You can use the bottomless bucket, or you can use an empty bucket. I won't be showing an empty bucket method right now, but to do it you can click one bucket on the compost bin and it'll take one at a time, or you can click every time, and if you click at the right time it takes only 2 ticks rather than 4 ticks per bucket, and thus speeding up twice. But I suggest using the volcanic ash on before, which only takes 25 ash as opposed to 2 ash per bucket, which for a 15 bucket compost bin would take 30 ash, so saving 5 ash every time. And you can sit here, and with the bottomless bucket, God bless it, you can click just this and it'll fill up. And again, it'll do it automatically if I were to leave it, but if I click right as my character does the pulling away animation, I can do it in 2 ticks every time rather than in 4 ticks. So it takes the time in half, and that's how you get compost right into your bucket. Don't worry about forgetting to add ash. Your bucket will, if it's filled with Ultracompost, will not take super compost alone, so it will reject it until you add the volcanic ash. So it gives you a second chance to add volcanic ash. And I hope you learned something from this guide. Comment any questions. I hope you enjoy playing RuneScape.